Buenos dias, this is Scott Oliver with WeLoveCostaRica.com. Let me ask you a question. Would you buy a home in your hometown? Would you buy a new home from an illegal immigrant working in your hometown? No, of course you wouldn't. So why would you do that here in Costa Rica? You need to be very careful with who you're dealing with. I'm amazed at people who come to see me who say they had a very bad experience after getting a recommendation by a taxi driver about a property in Heredia or somewhere, or they spoke to a bartender and they got ripped off, or they spoke to, their hairdresser. Well, I'm sorry, but, do you ask your hairdresser and your taxi drivers in the US or in Canada or in Europe for recommendations for real estate? Of course you don't. You speak to people who understand the business. You hopefully speak to people who are qualified in their field, and hopefully who have lots of experience, who can communicate effectively, and obviously have some sort of semblance with regards to, professional customer service. These are all crucial things. So don't leave your brain on the plane when you come to Costa Rica and you want to buy or invest in Costa Rica real estate. Most gringo realtors here are working here illegally. So you need to establish whether they're legal or not. And just remember that here, while we live in Costa Rica, we are asked for our identification every day when we go banking or we're paying by credit card in certain establishments. So we're accustomed to being asked for our identification, which will clearly show you if somebody is a permanent legal resident of the country and if they're allowed to work. So when you're doing business with somebody and you're not quite sure exactly if they're qualified or legal, ask them. I mean, they should be able to show it to you without a problem. And if they balk, if they delay or hesitate in showing this ID, I would strongly suggest that they are probably not legal. And if they're not legal working here, and they're not paying taxes, and they're not paying lots of other things they should be paying, then, watch out. Okay, so just a little tip about working with qualified, experienced, and legal professionals in the real estate field, and you should be good. This is Scott Oliver with WeLoveCostaRica.com saying hasta luego.